All right, thank you. Aaron?
Yeah, I would only say that we all have to understand the intersection between foreign policy and politics. It may be objectionable, it may be irrational, but it's a reality. I'll answer your question with a story because it speaks volumes about my view and it follows on both what Robert and Duncan said. In 1982, I'm a very young intelligence analyst at the Department of State following Lebanon and the Palestinians during a crisis period, 82, 83. And I'm sitting at my desk one morning and the phone rings. And a voice on the other end of the phone says, it's the White House sit room, hold. So I'm holding, no music, but I'm holding. Next voice I hear is the following. Aaron, yes, this is Vice President George H.W. Bush calling. I read one of your memos on Lebanon. Do you have a few minutes? Because I'd like to ask you a few questions about it. So I got off the phone and I thought to myself, you know, curiosity. This guy was not getting the answers he needed, or he needed additional information from his CIA briefers. So he picks up the phone, he penetrates, and Kennedy used to call the agency analysts and the INR analysts on Vietnam. But knowing what you don't know and being in a hurry to find out, in my judgment, foreign policy is not common sense and a knowledge of an atlas. It does require additional expertise. Now, I don't want to overdo this, but because common sense and judgment is critical. If you don't have that, you could be advised by 1,000 experts. Iraq 2003 is a classic example. But you have to know what you don't know. You have to be curious. You have to surround yourself with smart people who do know, and you then have to listen to what it is they say and weigh their recommendations. If I had one, and there's a lot you could do in 100 days. You could start an exercise program. You could learn how to program a VCR. It's a crazy metric. It's a crazy metric to judge any president. But if I had any hope and wish for this administration and the future of this country's foreign policy, it's that. It's looking at the world the way it is and making decisions. Yeah, you want to change the world, but find the balance between the way the world is and the way you want it to be, because in that balance, therein lies probably the most judicious and effective way to make sound policy and protect the interests of the United States.
All right.